Lake Michigan is losing 3 feet in 90 days, and underneath Chicago's pipes, there's something far worse than just dropping water. Picture this. Right now, somewhere beneath the streets of America's third largest city, an invisible catastrophe is unfolding. Not a flood, not a fire, but a geological wound that's been opening for millions of years, and it's swallowing water from the very source that keeps 8 million people alive. What would happen if one morning you turned on your tap and nothing came out? Not because of a broken pipe, not because of a maintenance error, but because the ground itself decided to take the water back. That's not some distant dystopia anymore. That's the present-day reality threatening Lake Michigan, the second largest freshwater lake by surface area in the entire world. Here's what's really happening right now in 2026. Lake Michigan has dropped 11 to 12 inches below its long-term average heading into early spring. And the decline is accelerating in ways that alarm hydrologists and water managers across the region. We're talking about a lake that contains 960 trillion gallons of fresh water, nearly 20% of the world's entire surface freshwater supply, and it's vanishing faster than anyone predicted just 3 years ago. But this isn't just about dry weather or seasonal fluctuations that have always characterized the Great Lakes. This is about a geological catastrophe disguised as a natural fluctuation, a process that's been unfolding invisibly for centuries, but is now reaching critical acceleration. The lake sits on top of a limestone and dolomite bedrock that's over 400 million years old, dating back to when this entire region was a shallow tropical seabed. This ancient rock is riddled with karst formations, sinkholes, and dissolved channels created by water slowly dissolving the carbonate-rich rock over eons. These underwater sinkholes aren't some obscure geological curiosity anymore. Scientists recently discovered around 40 massive sinkhole features on the floor of Lake Michigan near Sheboygan, Wisconsin, some as long as an Olympic swimming pool, each one representing a point where the lake bed has collapsed into itself. The water isn't just evaporating into the air, it's disappearing into the ground, seeping through fractures and flowing into aquifers that extend miles below the lake surface. For over 100 years, Chicago has depended on a complex and aging system of water cribs, underground tunnels, and treatment plants to deliver drinking water to nearly 9 million people across the city and surrounding suburbs. The infrastructure is fragile. The demand is constant and growing. And now, the geological foundation supporting the entire system is actively destabilizing in real time. The Bureau of Water Supply currently delivers approximately 750 million gallons of clean drinking water every single day through 65 miles of tunnels extending as much as 4 miles underwater and 200 feet beneath the lake bed. That's enough water to fill a swimming pool for every person in Chicago, every single day. But here's what they didn't tell you about the system's vulnerability. Groundwater discharge into Lake Michigan amounts to approximately 6 billion cubic meters per year. To put that in perspective, that's roughly the amount of water flowing through the entire Mississippi River. Between 20 to 40% of the Great Lakes' entire water budget originates as groundwater seepage, not from precipitation directly falling on the lake surface, but from underground flows that are largely invisible and unmeasured.